I wasn't like, I'm going to write a film commenting on colonialism and capitalism. But then that's what it ended up turning into, which I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I'm not smart. I intended all of this to happen. I never allowed myself to kind of even entertain the idea of anything else. Like I kind of just had blinders on. I was like, I just want to be the best that I can possibly be as an actress. I was pretty confident in my abilities as the actress, but the industry was very new to me to navigate. As an actress, you're just always waiting for, you're just waiting. You're waiting that, like you're doing some great work when you're auditioning and stuff, but you're just waiting for them to be like, okay, yeah, you got the job, and get so close. And it was just, you don't have any control over anything. I was making this film as an actress, and I remember feeling like, I just want to make a movie. I think I want to make a feature film. I want to do it in like one place with like people I love, have fun. I want to have fun, and I think stunts and practical effects and all of those things, comedy, I think it's fun, I just wanted people to have fun when they watch it. That was my ultimate goal. I wasn't like, I'm going to write a film commenting on colonialism and capitalism. But then that's what it ended up turning into, which I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I'm not smart. I intended all of this to happen. I also did not want to make a movie where it was like hammering it all into your brain, like being like really obvious, If you just want to go and watch like a funny, fun ride, then I hope this is a movie that you can enjoy. And if you want a movie that has, deeper meaning and messages, then I hope this is, on your list as well. Writing was the hardest part. But then once it was done, once it was like, okay, we're done with the script is locked. Now you've got to put on your director hat. I didn't really want to direct it. I was scared. This is like, I have to direct other people. It's just like a full-on crew. I don't know how to do this. And there was people in my life that I really look up to who were like, you can do it. You should direct it. So I gave in and I was like, okay, but how? They were like, you have to rely on your DOP. You have to have a great relationship with your DOP. And I already knew Johnny. And so when he came on board, it was just a really good pairing because I was able to be vulnerable and be like, I don't know shit. And then once we were on set, it was like, okay, now you also have to put on your actor. Like sometimes I would have to go through the script and have my actor brain on. And then sometimes I would have to go through the script and have my director brain on. And now I don't know what it's like to direct something where I'm not in it. Like this is what I know, So it would be interesting and I would love to try directing something without having to direct myself. But I definitely plan to do it again, like directing myself, but just not writing myself into every damn scene. Part of something that was kind of intense and, probably fueled a lot of my later in life rage, which was the 1990 Oka crisis. And I don't want to write something about what happened to me specifically, because I feel like everybody's kind of expecting that, and I just don't really want to write it, at least right now in my life. But what I do want to write is sort of kind of a weekend in the life of some people who live on my res in like 1993. So it was sort of the aftermath and still what we were dealing with in the aftermath. And I still want it to be a comedy, but it's also going to be very violent. I feel like violence is just, I'm in therapy and everything. So I feel like maybe this is cathartic. That's one that I want to write and direct and also have a role in. So that's one that I'm working on. I just literally pressed submit on a grant application for a short, which I want to be a proof of concept for a bigger series about my mother, who is a model and activist. And it's about when she was protesting the dumping of 33 municipalities in our res. There was like a lot of vermin, like literal rats and mice. And so her and her aunties collected a lot of the rats and mice and they brought them to the offices of the Bureau of Indian Affairs and they got released within the office. I wrote the short and I'll play my mother. And so we're planning to shoot that next summer if we get the grant.